Coming up on Sunrise, protests against ICE deportations continue, even right here in the Coastal Bend, why some neighbors showed up to have their voices heard. And who should get the naming rights of the American Bank Center? Senior neighborhood news reporter Suzanne Stevens was at yesterday's city council meeting. Plus,
1 month in and already gone. I'm Melissa Trevino in Alice, learning why a longtime school board member has resigned and the next step to replace them.
good morning. I'm Michaela Chavez. Brian and Michelle do have the day off. We have plenty of national headlines and neighborhood news to get to this morning. But first, let's turn it over to meteorologist Stephanie Lauber, who's standing by with a look at your roadways before you head out the door this morning. Good morning, Steph.
Good morning, Michaela. Almost feels like we have to yell because the rain is just coming down on the roof here in our studio over downtown Corpus Christi. But yeah, be careful heading out on the roadways, y'all. It is a wet one for most of the Coastal Bend. And if you've just got a few showers, yep, you'll get your slice of the pie here soon. Our view across the Coastal Bend from our Chris 6 Weather Network shows a lightning show is taking place across the area. So again, we don't want to dilly-dally. Being out on the boat is not the best thing, but that's probably why they're hightailing it there. Want to seek shelter and take it easy if you have to head out the door for that morning commute. But while heavy rain is expected at times, we're not seeing much for slowdowns. I did post on the Chris 6 Facebook page just now that there are some slowdowns in Jim Wells County near Alice and on the way to Kingsville, but not anything serious, just a little slow because there's heavy rain coming down. That's what you want to do, is slow down. But we're looking good between Portland and downtown Corpus Christi. As you come down 37 or across 44, no problems, as is the case here across Corpus Christi proper. Into the Bluff, we've seen conditions get a little slow for the approach to NAS Corpus Christi. Speeds now around 12 miles per hour, which makes sense with rain in the area. The rest of the Bluff looks good, as does that commute out to the island. Just be careful with that rainfall. Wipers definitely necessary. I'll walk you through what's happening on the radar coming up in your weather on the 6s.
Thanks for that, Steph. We will check in back with you just a bit, and we'll also get to your neighborhood news in just a bit. But first, protests against ICE deportations have now started to spread to more cities across the country. On Tuesday, protests took place in New York City, Atlanta, Denver, and Boston, along with Los Angeles. Over 2,000 National Guardsmen and 700 Marines have been deployed to Los Angeles. At least 378 people have been arrested in the past 4 days. A curfew went into effect for Los Angeles at 8 p.m. last night and remains until 6 a.m. this morning. And back here at home, a protest against the ICE raids was held in the city's Bay Area near the federal courthouse. We spoke with some neighbors about why they decided to show up.
So I think it's important for people to come out, show their support, and also meet other like-minded people who are willing to get their hands dirty and do a little bit of organizing themselves.
Governor Greg Abbott says he's deploying the National Guard to parts of the state ahead of additional planned protests. And it was a packed agenda for City Council on Tuesday. They spent all day and into the night discussing a wide range of issues. One of them is renaming the American Bank Center. Senior neighborhood news reporter Suzanne Stevens has the latest.
A heated debate at Corpus Christi City Hall over who should get naming rights to the American Bank Center.
Taxpayers always get the end of the stick. It's $1.25 million a year. That's a lot of money.
City Council passed a non-binding resolution backing attorney Thomas J. Henry's $12.5 million bid to put his name on the venue. That's $1.25 million a year for 10 years. Only 2 council members voted no, but the final decision belongs to OVG, the private company that manages the building.
If there's already a process and you have a council member who, nobody stopped him, you have a council member who said, let's make this just the highest bidder. Well, that's not that's not the only criteria.
Right.
One issue that did pass was moving the time for public comment. The purpose of the change is to give all neighbors a chance to speak up, especially those who cannot make it during typical work hours. The new proposal would shift public comment availability from noon to 5:30 p.m. Under the changes, council will officially be considered in session during that entire window, even if decorum breaks down. The changes are set to go into effect on July 15th. City Council was not able to come up with a decision for item 19, causing the motion to die. This item talks about the usage of a current mayor's name for a city-sponsored event. This item was requested by council members Carolyn Vaughn, Eric Cantu, and Sylvia Campos. No word yet on when they will decide.
An Alice ISD school board member just resigned only a month after being re-elected. Albert Molina stepped down after 8 years on the Alice ISD school board. The district's being tight-lipped about why he resigned, but a source with direct knowledge tells us he had some inappropriate communications with the school employee. The district is taking applications for his replacement until June 18th.
Hey there, good morning. The view from the Chris 6 Weather Network shows we've got a light show. There we go, right on cue. And we have some very heavy downpours moving across the coastal bend. So it goes without saying, please give yourself plenty of time to head up and out the doors. We felt like we were yelling at each other here in the studio to try to talk over the heavy pitter-patter, if you want to call it that, of rain over downtown Corpus Christi. You can see that in the bottom left of your screen. The Harbor Bridge is definitely a soggy commute right now. So let me show you the radar. It is pretty active here across the coastal bend as a distinct line of heavy rainfalls moving out toward the coast. Nothing severe right now. Just a lot of rain coming down in a short period of time. How the wide view for yourself? We'll put this radar in a pause and show you where it's been the heaviest has been in our southern neighborhoods. Hebbronville, you kicked us off with the very heavy rainfall and a lot of lightning moving through about an hour and a half ago. And this has slowly been sagging just to the east of town. But this extends kind of aligned with that Texas 16 corridor, now moving into Fremont and Falfurrias here within the next couple of minutes. That rainfall is going to really pick up. Alice, the heaviest rainfall is just past you, but there are still some pockets of downpours on the way. This is now headed to the 77 corridor, so while Fremont waits for that rainfall to come down in buckets, Kingsville, Driscoll, Bishop up through Robstown and Calallen going to see the heaviest rainfall moving in right now, so be ready for that. Across portions of San Patricio County, Sinton, you're getting a break now as the heaviest rainfall leaves town. That's likely the worst of it for you, but heading up toward Refugio, very heavy rainfall moving along the 77 corridor here, especially near Woodsboro, so please be careful out on the roadways. Corpus Christi hasn't seen a whole lot of the action just yet. In fact, I'll backtrack this a little bit and show you that we just had some showers over downtown Corpus Christi. That's not even the heaviest, and we really heard it coming down. So as this line moves into town here, it's likely going to slow traffic down. Please be careful for your ride out the door. Give yourself extra time to account for this heavy rainfall because as we've learned in South Texas, when it rains, it pours. Here's a look at how the next couple of hours will go. Right now, we're seeing that rainfall and temperatures cooling because of the rain. Visibility only bad when we have those very heavy downpours, but it's really working to cool the inland neighborhoods by about 10 degrees. So some relief from the heat as we go into the next couple of hours. With the Chris 6 Neighborhood Weather Network, we can really see that difference from our Beeville neighborhoods near 70 degrees to the south side. Still hanging out in those 80s, though we're starting to see the cool down as rain moves over the area right now. We'll continue to track this rain as we go through the next couple of hours, but keep in mind, heavy rainfall is expected at times.
I'm Joe St. George in Washington, where final preparations are taking place for this weekend's big military parade to mark the Army's 250th anniversary. We'll tell you why it's politically controversial coming up.
Welcome back. An event that doesn't happen often in our country is happening this weekend. A military parade through the streets of our nation's capital, complete with tanks, helicopters, and thousands of soldiers. The parade officially marks the 250th anniversary of the Army, but as our Joe St. George explains, the event has taken a controversial and political turn, with Democrats vowing to boycott and protests planned throughout the country.
The preparations are nearly complete for Saturday's grand and rare military parade in our nation's capital. Officially, it is to honor the U.S. Army and celebrate the military branch's 250th anniversary. Over 6,000 soldiers, 150 Army vehicles, including tanks, as well as 50 military aircraft are expected. The parade will be the first time since the early 1990s that a military-style showcase like this will take place in Washington. President Bush hosted one at the conclusion of the Gulf War. On the National Mall, we found tourists excited for the event.
I think it's fantastic. It's good to see what our military is capable of.
But also found some who are skeptical.
It'll be a sight to see. Of course, it calls back to other communist countries.
So you're comparing this to a parade in a communist country?
Well, how could you not? Because that's where we've seen them before.
While military parades do have a history of being nonpartisan, this one has become more controversial. One reason is the cost, and the other is the date. Official estimates say the parade could cost as much as $45 million. And while June 14th does mark the Army's 250th anniversary, June 14th is also the birthday of President Trump, though Trump has said the parade is not for him. Democratic Congressman Jason Crow of Colorado is a former Army Ranger, but has no plans on attending.
No, I'm not interested in Donald Trump's vanity parade. I'm just not.
For weeks, the White House has downplayed the president's birthday occurring on the same day.
It will be a truly historic and special day for our country.
But it has sparked calls for protests around the country. Dozens of groups are helping to organize what's being called No Kings-related events on Saturday. The event's website simply says on June 14th, we rise up. As far as the president goes, Saturday's event will complete a nearly decades-long goal of hosting such an event. He first mentioned the idea in 2017 after attending Bastille Day events in France. As for the Army, leaders believe not only will this weekend help honor those who have served, but it will help with recruitment in the future. Joe St. George, Scripps News Group, Washington.
And back here at home, Corpus Christi city officials are gearing up for hurricane season. At Tuesday's meeting, they received a briefing on the city's hurricane response strategy. Here's how it works. If a hurricane or tropical storm were to threaten our area, the city's Emergency Operations Center would be activated. Emergency response operations would be coordinated from that central location. All city departments also have emergency plans that are updated annually. The city also conducts drills, including one that's coming up in a few days. And you can find out everything you need to know about hurricane season by watching our special Plan, Prepare, Survive. It airs Sunday, June 15th, right here on Chris. It begins at 12:30 a.m. You can also see it online. Just go to christv.com/weather, then click on Hurricane Center.
Hey there, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Getting right to the busiest part of our day. The weather right now, dropping very heavy rainfall across most neighborhoods. Also seeing some reports of small hail in the area of Alice out toward Robstown as some of the thunderstorms that have been building up start to break down. But we're all going to see some heavy rainfall. That's without question. This is just our first round of it for this morning. Have the wide view for yourself. We'll put a pause to the radar here and show you what's going on in our southern neighborhoods where we initially started the morning off on a stormy note in Hebbronville. Lots of lightning as this batch of rain moved through. Thunderstorm also dropping just immense amounts of rainfall all along this distinct line of storms. Now moving into the Falfurrias area across Fremont. You all will be seeing this rain here in about the next 10 to 15 minutes. But Alice, you've already seen the heaviest rain. That is now behind you. This is on the way to the I-69 E77 corridor from Kingsville up through Bishop Driscoll and Robstown, where this thunderstorm here is starting to fall apart a little bit. Very gusty winds, small pea-sized hail being reported in western Nueces County. So something to keep in mind if you're heading out on the roadways, you want to take it slow, give yourself some extra time, or depending on where you're going this morning, if you can wait it out, that of course would be your best bet. This is all starting to move toward Corpus Christi, so give it about another half hour, and here we'll start to see that line of showers and storms moving into town. Things quiet from The south side out to the bluff and the island right now, but over the bays, downtown Corpus Christi, over the bay toward Portland and Gregory, starting to see those heavy showers moving into the area. Lots of lightning with all of this too. And Woodsboro getting some very heavy rainfall right now. This will also clip Refugio here as this line begins to move out to the coast further. So keep that in mind. It's going to be a stormy morning. But yes, strong winds at times in this very rainy situation for us this morning. One example here. Winds look relatively calm across the area, but San Diego reporting a sustained wind of 24 miles per hour behind that line of showers and storms. We're using the Chris 6 Neighborhood Weather Network to give you a closer look at what's going on in the Robstown area, where our peak winds so far have been around 20 miles per hour. But here you can see where some of these thunderstorms really kicking things up. A 38 mile per hour wind reported off County Road 79 in the area. So please be careful as you head out on the roadways. These showers are coming down in buckets. It's enough to cool our temperatures by more than 10 degrees from the coast to the more inland neighbors. And we are going to see more heavy rain on the way. Heavy rain is expected at times between here and the end of the week. Not all the time, but when it rains, it will be pouring. Keep that top of mind for whatever plans you have going through. This will all taper down this morning as we head toward the lunch hour. We'll get another pick-me-up in terms of an isolated shower, possibly a thunderstorm. And then as we head through the overnight, another soggy commute to start us off for Thursday morning. Our flooding potential today is going to take us to a 2 out of 4 slight flood risk. And then for that chance of severe weather, most of that will be up by the San Antonio area. So if you have plans to travel there today, that's the focus. But rainfall going to continue through Thursday and on into the weekend.
City leaders approved services to detect cancer in firefighters. The 2-year agreement with Grail Incorporated would provide advanced cancer testing paid for from the general fund. Firefighters have a 9% higher risk of getting cancer and a 14% higher risk of dying from it than the average person. Battalion Chief Scott Marsh has faced this reality 3 times during his career, being diagnosed with malignant melanoma on multiple occasions.
If we had this back in 2009, 2018, 2023, and the times that I was diagnosed, there's a good possibility that it would have been caught in one of those screenings.
Firefighters can be screen tested for 31 different types of cancer through a simple blood test.
All right, good morning. Boy, oh boy, is it a tough morning to try to get up and out the door with this weather. We are seeing some serious rainfall here across the coastal bend and quite the lightning show from our Chris 6 Weather Network. This view right now coming to you from the First Community Bank camera sits atop the Lex. We have a little bit of that shaky camera action going on. The lightning show, of course, and the very heavy downpours. Please give yourself some time to head out the door safely, or better option, just wait this out entirely. Looks like things are moving smoothly over the Harbor Bridge. We'll start out on the other side of the bay now, where we've got some stop and go near the intersection of 361 and Park Road 22. Nothing too problematic right now, but again, we're expecting that heavy rain to move in here soon. So leave early if you can, or just wait it out. Speeds back up around the approach to NAS Corpus Christi, so we're looking good there. Rest of the bluff is fairly quiet throughout town. Not seeing any major slowdowns except on the crosstown as you approach the interchange at 37, coming down 37 up toward that SPID interchange at 37. Very busy here from the airport out through downtown, where we've had the heaviest of rainfall, so please be careful. Other than that, we've been tracking some slowdowns in the area of Alice down through Bend Bolt along 281 and across 141 out toward Kingsville. So again, with this heavy rainfall, you'll want to slow down or wait out the storms. I'm tracking them on the radar. Coming up in your weather on the 6s ahead.
Now, weather on the 6s.
Hey there, good morning. A cloudy view over the downtown area all the way out to the island. Our view right now coming from the CCAC camera here at Snoopy's, where we have been just seeing the heavy downpours moving across coastal bend, creating a lightning show out along the island, where we haven't even seen the heaviest rain yet, but you can see those low moving clouds moving very quickly over this area, and we are about to see some cats and dogs coming down. Our view from the 6 Skycam network shows that, some stormy weather this morning. I would not recommend being out on a boat. Let's hightail it back to safe harbor and let these storms pass, because we've also seen reports of small hail and gusty winds with this. Nothing severe right now, but definitely not fun weather to be making that morning commute with. So we'll show you what's going on the radar right now. Obviously, a distinct line of showers and storms moving toward the coast. They're kind of falling apart as they make their way to the coast. Everyone is still in the pool, though. We're still going to see heavy rain across all of our neighborhoods here. However, not quite as problematic as it was about 2 hours ago when it was approaching the western extent of the coastal bend. However, the flip side of that, as these thunderstorms kind of break down and even collapse, that's where we're seeing the potential for some hail and strong winds. Have the wide view for yourself. Let's talk about it. Starting off in our southern neighborhoods, where we got the morning started on a stormy note. Hebronville, the worst of the rain is beyond you, and we'll see things drying up here probably within the next 45 minutes for you. Falfurrias, it's coming down in buckets around town, and we're even seeing some notes of very heavy rainfall with that little blip of pink just to the south of town. Fremont, heavy rain incoming there as well. Alice, you've seen the heaviest rain move past you. It has caused some slowdowns here along 141 between Kingsville and about Bend Bolt. So now we're focusing along the 77 corridor, where between Kingsville and Robstown, we've seen reports of small hail, some very gusty winds. So tricky out on the roadways here. Please give yourself some extra time. And from about the Calallen area down 37, I just showed you the slowdowns here in your traffic report. This is now moving into Corpus Christi proper. In about the next 25 minutes, we'll be seeing heavy rain along stretches of SPID out toward the south side. So you want to plan ahead. Either leave now so you can give yourself extra time, or just wait the storm out entirely. Into San Patricio County, very heavy rainfall across the area, and I've got purple marked out here from just to the west of Bayside and trade winds, as well as near Portland, downtown Corpus Christi. That's where the potential for some small hail lies with those purple markers. So if you see some, let us know. Post it in the Coastal Bend Weather Watchers from a safe place if you can. We don't want you putting yourself in harm's way, but be aware that is part of what we're in for today. Again, heavy showers making their way through San Patricio, Refugio, and soon to be Aransas counties as we head into this morning. So windy conditions have been experienced where we've got these storms rolling through. San Diego still reporting a wind of around 20 miles per hour. Not uncommon for other places to see gusts around there. In fact, diving deeper into what's going on in your neighborhood with the KRIS 6 Neighborhood Weather Network in the Robstown area, we've seen some gustiness really picking up with a wind gust of 38 miles per hour off County Road 79 this morning. So please take it easy. In fact, this rain is cooling the air down too, so setting us off for a bit of a more mild start. Lower 70s for inland neighborhoods where they've been seeing the rain for quite some time. We're still in the lower 80s along the coast, but that won't be for long. So if nothing else, this heavy rainfall cooling things down to start the day, but it'll warm up again, and heavy rainfall is still expected at times as we go through the next 24 to 36 hours. While we'll see some stray to isolated showers during the warmest part of the day, the afternoon, I think for the most part, this morning's rain is going to kind of stabilize things for us until tonight, where things pick back up again. Another stormy overnight into your Thursday morning with a potential for flooding today if we get more rounds of heavy rainfall. Keep that in mind, but the worst of the weather is going to be in the San Antonio area as far as the storminess goes. Again, we haven't seen anything severe this morning, and flooding really hasn't been a problem yet, but with multiple rounds of rain, that is a possibility. Our rainfall chances will continue as we head through the end of the week, and for our neighbors up in Rockport as well as in Kingsville, here's a look at your 7-day forecast.
Now, say hello to your neighbors. This is your KRIS 6 News Sunrise Shoutouts.
Hi, KRIS 6 Sunrise team. We're Coffee Waves in Port A, and we're here in the neighborhood.
And we want to wish our neighbors across the Coastal Bend a great day.
Yeah.
Well, good morning to our neighbors at Port A Coffee Waves. We hope you have a great day. And if you want to send us a shout out, just go ahead and scan that QR code on your screen or head on over to our website, kristv.com. The County Commissioner's Court is expected to vote today on a resolution to build a veterans nursing home in Robstown. The next two closest veterans nursing homes are in San Antonio and the Valley, so this project would address a major need for Nueces County. Officials tell us Robstown is the perfect fit because of its proximity to Highway 44. Nueces County Commissioner John Mares tells us if the project is approved, it would more than likely be built on county-owned property.
Good morning. What a stormy start here across the coastal bend. We're looking at that rainfall really giving us a run for our money this morning as far as the commute is concerned. So please be careful as you head up and out the door. We've been tracking a very busy radar all morning, and our sky cams have been lighting up with a very, very intense light show. So I want to give you a look at the radar right now where things have been very active. A distinct line of showers and thunderstorms moving out toward the coast. We're almost there, but everybody's in the pool when it comes to receiving some of that heavy rainfall. Tracking that in our southern neighborhoods, Falfurrias and Fremont up next, as well as Kingsville, seeing those heavy downpours now. And in the Robstown area, near downtown Corpus Christi and into the Portland Gregory area, as these thunderstorms start to fall apart, they could be dropping some pea-sized hail and have gusty winds at times. We are seeing a lot of heavy rain in portions of most of San Patricio County up into Refugio, and eventually this will move into Aransas County. So please be careful as you head up and out the door. It is cooling down. The warm start to the morning for us by the order of 10 degrees. We're in the lower 70s for our inland neighborhoods like Beeville and George West. And most of us will see a little bit of relief from the heat to start our morning. But here's how the rest of your day looks. Things will wind down by the mid-morning hours. We'll likely get a break here in Corpus Christi until about 1 p.m. The heat of the day could cook up a few more showers, maybe a thunderstorm. And really, we're going to wait until tonight to see the next round of very active weather. It should stay quiet through most of the late afternoon, early evening hours. So keep that in mind. We have more opportunities for rain as we head through this week. Again, as things wind down and we kind of get a break through the late morning hours, we'll expect more of this rain to return during the overnight.
From Chris 6, this is 20 minutes of non-stop news.
Thank you so much for joining us for our 20 minutes of nonstop news. I'm Michaela Chavez. Brian and Michelle do have the day off, and we'll check in with meteorologist Stephanie Lauber in just a bit. But first, it was a packed agenda for City Council on Tuesday. They spent all day and into the night discussing the issues. One of them is renaming rights for the American Bank Center. Senior neighborhood news reporter Suzanne Stevens has the latest.
A heated debate at Corpus Christi City Hall over who should get naming rights to the American Bank Center.
Taxpayers always get the end of the stick. It's $1.25 million a year. That's a lot of money.
City Council passed a non-binding resolution backing attorney Thomas J. Henry's $12.5 million bid to put his name on the venue. That's $1.25 million a year for 10 years. Only 2 council members voted no, but the final decision belongs to OVG, the private company that manages the building.
If there's already a process and you have a council member who, nobody stopped him, you have a council member who said, let's make this just the highest bidder. Well, that's not the only criteria.
Right.
One issue that did pass was moving the time for public comment. The purpose of the change is to give all neighbors a chance to speak up. The new proposal would shift public comment availability from noon to 5:30 p.m. Under the changes, council will officially be considered in session during that entire window, even if decorum breaks down. The changes are set to go into effect on July 15th. And City Council also approved funds for a major makeover of animal care services. The funds will be used to fill 3 full-time positions, including an animal care services director, capital improvement projects, and equipment. The report also included something Chris 6 was first to uncover, that the city's cremation furnace was down for months. City Council was not able to come up with a decision for item 19, causing the motion to die. This item talks about the usage of a current mayor's name for a city-sponsored event. This item was requested by council members Carolyn Vaughn, Eric Cantu, and Sylvia Campos. No word yet on when they will decide.
An Alice ISD school board member just resigned only a month after being re-elected. Albert Molina stepped down after 8 years on the Alice ISD school board. The district's being tight-lipped about why he resigned, but a source with direct knowledge tells us he had some inappropriate communications with the school employee. The district is taking applications for his replacement until June 18th.
Howdy, howdy. Happy Wednesday. We're looking at slowdowns along 37 as you come on into Corpus Christi near the airport where we see heavy rainfall. 181 is moving smoothly, but again, let's reduce our speed out on the roadways and give ourselves plenty of time to get up and out the door. We're seeing things a little busy on that crosstown interchange to 37. Nothing too terrible at this time, and across Corpus Christi proper, things are generally looking like a smooth ride despite the weather this morning. If you're headed to NAS Corpus Christi, those speeds are up around 30 miles per hour as you approach the base. The rest of the bluff in general looking pretty typical for the morning despite the weather. Again, lots of heavy rain moving into our area now, so we may see some slowdowns developing. Give yourself some extra time. It's a smooth ride out to the island now, but as rain moves in, we're likely going to see those brake lights as a part of our commute. As you head out, make sure you stay safe and you drive safe. That's a look at your traffic report. I'm tracking more on the radar ahead.
Now, 6 things to know before you go.
In the 6 things you need to know, protests against ICE deportations have now started to spread to more cities across the country. On Tuesday, protests took place in New York City, Atlanta, Denver, and Boston, along with Los Angeles. Over 2,000 National Guardsmen and 700 Marines have been deployed to Los Angeles. At least 378 people have been arrested in the past 4 days. A curfew went into effect for Los Angeles at 8 p.m. last night and remains until 6 a.m. this morning. Governor Greg Abbott says he's deploying the National Guard to parts of Texas ahead of additional planned protests. Now, China's trade negotiator says the U.S. and China have agreed on a trade framework. Officials for both sides will now take the proposal back to their leaders for approval. This deal comes after the latest round of talks Monday and Tuesday in London. President Donald Trump is planning to phase out the Federal Emergency Management Agency after this year's hurricane season. On Tuesday, he said he wants to bring FEMA down to the state level and let governors handle it. Trump added that the federal government will start distributing less federal aid for disaster recovery. The National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration projects this year's hurricane season to be particularly intense and potentially deadly. And new data is set to be released today on the prices consumers paid for goods in the month of May. This is the second time the Consumer Price Index will be released since major tariffs went into effect earlier this year. Economists say we could start seeing a full picture of how tariffs will impact product prices. A ribbon-cutting ceremony will be held later this afternoon for the city's newest fire station. Fire station number 3 on Morgan replaces the old station just down the street. The price tag for the project was nearly $11 million. The ribbon cutting takes place at 1 p.m. The northwest corner of Staple Street and McCardle will be closed starting at 8 a.m. this morning for traffic signal upgrades. The closure marks the 3rd phase in the project. The phase is expected to last 4 weeks. The 4th and final phase will also take 4 weeks to complete.
Hey there, good morning. Giving the view from the Chris 6 sky cams, and boy, oh boy, the left side of the screen. Very ominous looking clouds. We're seeing a shelf cloud moving in from the CCAC cam in the lower left part of your screen. That's out by Snoopy's. That is the leading edge of this line of thunderstorms moving out toward the island here. And from the Wata Sky Cam top left, we're seeing the under part of that cloud looking very ominous. On the right side of your screen, top right is that First Community Bank camera from the USS Lexington looking west at all that rain moving into town right now, slowing things down on the Harbor Bridge, and our downtown studio Skycam is looking pretty soggy. We're hearing the thunder you just saw in that flash of lightning here in the studio. So here's a line of storms that's making for a messy commute this morning. Approaching the coast, the thunderstorms are falling apart as they make it to the coast, but that can cause other problems like small hail and gusty winds as these thunderstorms kind of collapse a bit. So please be careful out on the roadways. If you can wait it out for another 45 minutes, that's going to be your best bet. If not, let's give ourselves some extra time to get up and out the door. Here's what's going on in our southern neighborhoods where heavy rainfall is still falling in Falfurrias and Fremont, as well as Kingsville up the 77 corridor toward Robstown. Some rain will be tapering off behind that in lesser intensity, but boy, are we seeing lots of color on the radar now now across portions of San Patricio County. So this is all going to be moving into Corpus Christi proper. Notice we don't have as many patches of bright colors, so the rainfall is likely to be a bit less intense, but this is still coming down in buckets, y'all, so please be careful for that ride out the door. From about Odom all the way over through Gregory and Portland, we're seeing more heavy rain and zeroing in on parts of San Patricio County into the Copano Bay area, Tradewinds Bayside. Seeing, again, cats and dogs coming down with this very heavy rainfall. It's moving out to the coast, so it won't be here for very long, but look at what that rain is doing to cool down the air. We have that distinct line where you can see where the showers and storms were, dropping temperatures by about 10 degrees behind that line of storms. So as we go through today, that rain will taper down for the mid-morning hours. Once this line is gone, we'll get a bit of a break, and we will warm up to those 90s. That could cook up some showers and storms around lunchtime as we heat up, but it will be more isolated in nature. We will generally have a quiet mix of sun and clouds during the later part of the afternoon, early evening hours, and then tonight we'll do it all over again. So expect another wet commute on your Thursday as well. Things really becoming active around, say, 8, 9 o'clock tonight and persisting through the early morning hours of your Thursday. Because we're expecting heavy rainfall at times, there could be that potential for flooding. Keep that in mind with whatever plans you have going on, that we are still going to see that heavy rain into tonight as well as the beginning of our Thursday. Rain chances will be lesser in fashion as we head through the weekend. Still there, but not expecting any kind of interruption from rain like we're seeing this morning for your Father's Day. For our neighbors in Rockport and Kingsville, here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Again, hot weather returns as we dry things out for the beginning of next week. But here in Corpus Christi, we are definitely grateful for this heavy rainfall. It looks like things will clear up just in time for the dads on Sunday.
Students with West Soso ISD are getting a chance to learn how the justice system works.
This week, the students are participating in a 4-day program that gives them the opportunity to meet with city and county lawmakers. During various sessions, the students learn about job responsibilities of local leaders and how they serve their community. On Monday, they spoke with Mayor Paulette Guajardo, and Tuesday, they toured the Nueces County Courthouse and jail. The students will be writing what they learned this week during the Youth Government Academy. Then they'll present it to city and county leaders in the coming weeks.
I'm Erin Hawley, your Port Aransas Neighborhood News reporter. Fishing guides from the Coastal Bend Guide Association took pediatric cancer patients from Driscoll Children's Hospital out on the water. That's the sound kids from Driscoll Children's Hospital heard all morning in Port Aransas. The Coastal Bend Guides Association, made up of fishermen and women across the Coastal Bend, have hosted the Chemo Kids Fish-Off tournament for almost 20 years. These few hours mean the world to pediatric cancer patients like Corbin Salinas. After reeling in some big ones, participants, nurses, and volunteers continued the fun at Roberts Point Park. Their favorite part? Seeing the smiles on the kids' faces.
And micro apartments are becoming a big trend in urban areas. As the need for affordable housing grows, many are opting to live in a smaller space that offers both convenience and affordability. Script News Group consumer John Matarese reports on how renters can save by prioritizing location over square footage.
Finding an apartment in many cities is tough, and even when you find one, they're expensive. As a result, one of the hottest new trends this year, micro apartments, 500 square feet or less.
This is a prop for a lot of my podcasts.
No, this isn't the set of the next Barbie movie. This is Lolly Nicodemus's micro apartment, a small space, but with a small price tag for this young creative director.
Having the space I do have and making it manageable is quite easy if you're creative.
So we are standing in one of our micro apartments at the Blonde.
Danielle Murphy is marketing director of Lolly's apartment building. Despite its small size,
A lot of people are surprised that you get a full-size kitchen.
She says you get a good-sized fridge, a closet, and bathroom.
Full vanity, full cabinet space.
The best part?
You can fit all the items you could fit in a standard studio or one bedroom. It just gives you a lot of savings, so you can use that money to go out and have fun and do other things.
Micro apartments appeal to young, single urban renters because they prefer to be close to work, mass transit, restaurants, and entertainment. Micro apartments often have lower maintenance costs and association dues. A smaller unit means you'll save on utility costs if they're not included. They're easy to decorate, and you won't need much furniture. But they aren't for everyone. everyone, especially those who might feel claustrophobic. They can be more expensive per square foot than a traditional apartment, and there's no entertaining space. But for young singles like Lolly Nicodemus,
I'm so grateful that I found this place.
it's perfect for this point in her life, and that way you don't waste your money. John Matteries, Scripps News Group.
And just a reminder, we are getting ready for our annual Flag for a Flag exchange event. This Friday, you can drop off old, tattered flags to one of several locations across the Coastal Bend and receive a new one for free. Your flag has to be at least 3 feet by 5 feet or larger. For more information on that, you can head to flagforaflag.org. And now trending, the birth of a baby dolphin was caught on camera at a Chicago zoo. Watch the incredible moment a baby bottlenose dolphin is born and takes its first bubbly breaths on camera. The momentous event was captured at Chicago's Brooksfield Zoo. This is the first dolphin calf born at the zoo in over a decade. Staff with the zoo say both baby and mom are doing good.
You'll love to see it. Very cute.
I love it. I'm watching it right now. When I started going to the aquarium here is when I really started my appreciation for dolphins.
Yeah, when I was in college, you know, meteorology and marine science got lumped together, and so you really get appreciation for all the sea life down there, and a lot of cool stuff happens in the ocean, but it can be pretty cute too.
Absolutely.
Well, the ocean above us, the atmosphere, we've been feeling all of this soupy air. We're finally putting it to good use today. Very heavy rain falling across parts of the coastal bend. Thankfully, we haven't had any severe weather, but boy, the lightning would make you think otherwise. We've also seen some small pea-sized hail and gusty winds as this line of thunderstorms rolls through, and an ominous view of the morning from our 6 Skycam network. Let's go ahead and take a wide view of the radar and show you what's going on, the latest with the storms around the area. Still very heavy rainfall in our southern neighborhoods like Valfurias, Fremont, heading into Kingsville, up the 77 corridor toward Robstown, and now moving into western parts of Nueces County. For our friends out in Duval and Jim Hogg counties, we're almost done here. We have a little bit more of that heavy rainfall, but we'll be done here before long. As we make our way through the morning commute, Chris 6 Sunrise has just a few minutes left, and after we tend to see a lot of folks heading out for morning commute between 7 and 8 a.m. Please be careful. Know that this heavy rainfall is moving into town. So if you can leave a few minutes early, that's your best bet. If you can wait it out, even better, because it's coming down in buckets where we see the yellow, oranges, and reds this morning. And yep, that means Corpus Christi, the Bluff, and the island will be part of the mix too. I'll step over to this side now so you can see we've had heavy rain moving across San Patricio County in a big way from Sinton out toward Gregory, Portland, and Ingleside really starting to get in on some of this now. That'll be making its way across trade winds in Bayside, the southern tip of Copano Bay toward Rockport, where this purple indicator here on the map shows we're probably seeing some pea-sized hail just to the south of Rockport. So please be careful for that ride out the door. Again, when we have these thunderstorms starting to break down a bit, it can drop very gusty winds, small hail, and a lot of rainfall. And that heavy rainfall, when we bend this dry, makes for tricky conditions out on the roadways. Actually picks up some of that oil that may be sitting on the surface and makes for slick conditions. So please take it slow this morning. Another nice thing about the rainfall is that it's really cooling things down. Where we've had that line of rain moving through, can you see the mark of it? It's dropping temperatures by about 10 degrees. So where we're in those lower 80s along the coast, we're already seeing temperatures fall to the 70s. We should cool off about another 5 degrees or so as that line of storms finally makes its way out to the Gulf. But as we head through this morning, things are going to quiet down. We'll get a break for the late morning. Possibly an isolated shower here in Corpus Christi around lunchtime as the heat of the day cooks things up. We will then see the return of rainfall much later tonight, say around dinner time, bedtime tonight, and leading into another stormy commute for Thursday morning. Heavy rainfall again anticipated. So that 24-hour schedule of rain, it will start inland again with neighborhoods like Alice and Beeville, say around 8, 9 o'clock tonight, and carry through the early morning hours of your Thursday. And we have another opportunity for rainfall Thursday evening too. I'll keep tracking that to see where the heaviest rainfall is expected. But again, when it rains, it pours here in South Texas, and that's exactly what's in the forecast. Good news for any Father's Day activities. I think we'll get a break in the rain. Shouldn't be a problem, even though rain chances do carry through the weekend in a small way. I think the focus is on now through the next, say, 36 hours. So it's good. We need the rainfall. Maybe not during the morning commute when everyone's busy. but hey, we'll take it. Beggars can't be choosers.
And I'm looking forward to that 5-degree lower after the storm.
Yeah, because when we came in,
Time to
early
take out my
this
boots.
morning, but it felt so hot, and this rain is going to make it feel really nice. So
Yeah, guys,
good lunch hour for us.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us on Sunrise this morning, and we will see you back here for Chris 6 News at noon.
Be safe, y'all.